Hello and welcome back to my channel, the Liverpool FC TV. And I hope I find you all fit and well and that you've got over the last 24 hours of huge activity in the transfer market. So in this video I'm going to talk about the last 24 hours of the transfer window when it closed at 7 PM BST time on the 1st of September. Who's in, who's out and who missed out. But first, I'd just like to say welcome to my new subscribers. The numbers are still going up quite steadily. I'm really pleased with that. But if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please hit that like button and please post a comment. So let's have a big look at what's been going on. Well, Liverpool FC have certainly put the stall out, haven't they? Eh? What a marvellous transfer window. I've never ever experienced in all my life a Liverpool football club so actively in the market and spending money as though it's no tomorrow. Well, what can we say? Well, it's been going on for weeks, hasn't it? Week after week after week, day after day after day. The saga of Newcastle United's Alexander Isak. And finally, on the morning of the 1st of September in the UK, Alexander Isak turns up at the training ground, has his medical, signs on the dotted line, and does his media activities afterwards, all his interviews and his photographs. A record £125 million. That's a new English Premier League record. We've smashed it. Eclipsing when we paid 116 million for Florian Wirtz. Well. If Liverpool aren't sending out a signal now, they never will. Yes, they're going to be dangerous in the league and they want to do well. But they want to do even better in the Champions League. You can see that now. They want to compete against the best and they want to go further into it. Get to the final and win it. I'm pretty sure Arne Slot's got that in the back of his mind. So, we've got 25-year-old Alexander Isak signed, sealed and delivered. What do we expect from him? Well, you've seen what he did for Newcastle. He is a prolific goal scorer. And between him, Hugo Ekitike and Federico Chiesa, there's our three strikers. Well, it's going to be very interesting how other teams in the league are going to cope with that. We'll all have to wait and see. On the going out front, 22-year-old Harvey Elliott has been a constant in and out type of midfielder. Spent more time on the bench than he has actually starting games. Well, he's gone out on loan to Aston Villa with the possibility of him signing permanently at the end of the season. So we wish Harvey well. He's served Liverpool when he could, rolled his sleeves up, he's worked hard, but obviously he can't see too many opportunities of starting first team football. So he's gone down to the Midlands and he's joined Aston Villa to try and help them. More bitterly disappointed for me, personally, is we were unable to sign Marc Guehi from Crystal Palace. Now this is a very sad story because Marc was down in London. He went to the Liverpool offices. He did his medical. The transfer sheet was signed. Everything was going well. In fact, he even was wearing some kit and having his photograph taken in Liverpool gear. And then lo and behold, it fell through at the last minute. Why? Because Crystal Palace did want to sell him and we had agreed the £35 million deal, but they wanted two replacements. Well, they got one, a promising young central defender from Toulouse called JD Convert. And he was signed and sealed. The second one they were looking for was Brighton's Igor Julio. He turned up at the Crystal Palace training ground, had his medical, was going through negotiations, and for some unknown reason, it fell through. So he walked out the training ground and he travelled over to West Ham and he's agreed terms with them and he signed for them. So because they only got one and not two defenders, it meant Marc Guehi couldn't leave. In fact, Crystal Palace's manager Oliver Glasner had told Crystal Palace that if they only got one defender and they sold Marc Guehi, then he would walk out the door. And that put Palace in a dilemma. So in the end, they stuck fast at it. And Guehi's going nowhere. So he's still going to play for Crystal Palace. He's going to be the captain. But we'll have to see what happens in the January transfer market, whether we're going to go for him. If we do, the price will be a lot lower than 35 million. But obviously, Guehi can talk to European clubs. But let's hope we can go and swoop him up in January when he's halfway through his final year of his contract with Crystal Palace. I am bitterly disappointed. That's the person I wanted to secure the defence. But we'll have to make do with what we've got. Canate needs to pull his socks up. We've seen what else people have got, but we've sold quite a bit of, we've bought quite a bit of quality, and we've sold quality as well. In fact, in total, Liverpool has spent £447 million this term, but they have recouped 228 million in sales, giving them a net spend of 218 million, which doesn't sound too bad. It's a bit like monopoly money, isn't it, really? But on the bigger scale. Anyway, that's it from me. The next game coming up will be Burnley on the 14th of September. So watch out for my next video. I'll do a match preview. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please hit that like button. And please post a comment. So for now, I'll speak to you in a couple of weeks' time. Goodbye.